Good afternoon. A very, very, very warm welcome to everybody who's watching from Broadwater Studios. My name's Des. I'm the manager of Broadwater Studios here in Gateshead. It is our weekly lockdown live, and I have been buzzing all week, absolutely buzzing all week, to introduce a really good friend of mine, the wonderful, the one and only, if I click the right button, he shall appear, Mr. Brian Houston.
Hi.
How
How
are
you
you doing,
doing?
Brian? All right?
Well, I turned this verb off a bit so you can hear me. Is that better?
That's very good. Don't forget
I
to
don't
turn
sound
it.
like I'm in a cave.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Cool.
Brian, people are
Yes,
tuning in already, but the viewers are coming on. Are you well and ready to change musical history?
I am indeed. I'm ready to change the world with a song. Sure,
Awesome.
what else would you rather do on a Friday afternoon?
Absolutely. Well, Brian, I am absolutely stoked. I know we'll chat a bit more a bit later on. I shall disappear and leave you to sing a few songs to start with, and rejoin you in about 10 minutes.
Okay, no problem. I'll play this new song, which I was going to put on my new record, but I don't think I am now. I don't think it really fits the mood. So I'll just play this exclusive performance for the people. Possibly one time only. Here goes. I should put my Facebook on, actually, shouldn't I? I should turn my Facebook on for the people so that we can keep this going. Well, I'm lying here alone in the dark. Here we go. Share and add to timeline. Oh, the people will get it. This is a song that was going to be on the new record, but it's not anymore. It's called Beside You. Well, I'm lying here alone in the dark, beside you, beside you. Wondering what went wrong from the start, beside you, beside you. And you say that you're sorry far too often, while it takes too long for my hard heart to soften. So I'm lying here alone in the dark, beside you, beside you. The emptiness I'm feeling in my heart, beside you, beside you. I'm wishing making up weren't so damn hard, beside you, beside you. When we wake up tomorrow feeling awkward, with no way to break the ice and move forward. So I've emptiness I'm feeling in my heart, beside you, beside you. And you say please don't go to sleep with anger on your mind. But I have adrenaline pumping through my veins, and my words are so unkind. Yes, it's true, I should apologize, but I'm an angry fool with too much pride. I'm so cold, but I don't wanna make the first move, beside you, beside you. What is it I am trying so hard to prove, beside you, beside you. Although there's only inches in between us, It's like I'm made on Mars and baby, you're from Venus. I'm so cold, but I don't wanna make the first move beside you, beside you. I'm so cold, but I don't wanna make the first move beside you, beside you. There's a new wee tune. It's pretty warm here in Belfast today, so the sweat's dripping off me. But it's very windy as well. We've got a weather warning. So I heard this story a few years ago. I'll kill the reverb while I'm introducing. I heard this story a few years ago about a young man who in Wyoming who went out to a bar one night and ended up being attacked. And this happened because he was gay. And the story broke my heart, so I wrote this song. This is a song called The Ballad of Matthew Shepard. One Wyoming country boy went out one night alone, looking for a friend, a long, long way from home, and the night was cold, and the stars were bright, and he didn't know what he'd find that night. Two Wyoming country boys stood drinking at the bar, smiling back at him. They let him know that they had a car and he was too young to be afraid. He got in the back and they drove away. Who's gonna dry your tears? Who's gonna ease your pain? And who'll bring you back the years they stole away? Oh, my Wyoming country boy, oh, my Wyoming country boy. One Wyoming country boy found you on the road, hanging on a fence like a broken scarecrow, and we took you down and you fought for life. Now we cry for shame for the way you died. And who's gonna dry your tears? Who's gonna ease your pain? And who'll bring you back the years we stole away? Oh, my Wyoming country boy, oh, my Wyoming country boy, oh, my Wyoming country boy.
Love it.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Brian.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me on. It's great.
So, Brian, you tell a wonderful story.
Mm-hmm.
You tell a beautiful story with your songs. What you mentioned earlier, you've got another project on the go at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you wanting to say at the minute? What's getting you stirred up, Brian?
Well, the journey I've been on the last 3 to 4 years I lived in America. I mean, my wife, we lived over there for about 3 years. And there's something about going away that makes you consider where you're from and you kind of get a perspective change. America's very good at giving you a perspective change. And I think I became far more aware of my Irishness when I was there. You know, we started watching movies like, you know, oh, The Wind That Shakes the Barley, Michael Collins, Waking Ned Devine, all these kind of movies that are about Ireland. Even Braveheart because it has an Irish fella in it. And
Braveheart's not Irish. Come on, Brian.
I know, but there's an Irish fella in it, and the Irish come across really well out of that. So yeah, all of that kind of impacted me. And then I went north in 2017. I was invited by an Indian chief to go and meet the First Nations, Cree First Nations people of northern Quebec. So he ended up sending me money for a flight and met me in the airport. And he drove me 12 hours the next day in his pickup truck north, 500 miles north of Montreal. And to be honest, I was expecting when I got up there that it would be, you know, these lithe young braves beating drums stripped to the waist.
Okay.
But actually, I mean, it was a very cold place. The snow was the height of a house. It was minus 29. And that was March. That was the spring. They thought it was mild. And when it hit -5, they were all outside talking about how warm it was. And so it's the coldest place I've ever been. But what
You've never been
really...
to Newcastle, right?
No, no. Once or twice. But yeah, so I basically felt very impacted by the fact that their music was absent whilst they had their language. Whenever they sang songs in church services or whatever, or any public gathering, they sang white people's songs with their language, but it was white people's music. And it kind of started off a chain reaction, which, long story short, I ended up examining what it was to be Irish. And that's when I went from being this sort of punk, black dyed hair, spiky hair guy to the beard and the long hair. And because that's very Celtic and in the research that I did, and I began to research Irish language. Because the Irish language here for a long time was persecuted and still is a contentious issue in the northern part of the island. And so I really pressed into my Irishness, and I've ended up starting to learn Gaelic, and I've put a couple of records together now, which one in particular called Anam Cara, which is very influenced by the second chapter of my Gaelic journey. The first record was called Songs from My Father, which is a bunch of traditional songs I did. And also because of Songs of My Father, because I connected with an 18-year-old producer who remixed all the tracks, and we put out another version of the album called King Baru, which is electronic remixes of Irish music. So I've ended up doing a Celtic journey as well as an electronic journey. So nowadays I'm experimenting with samplers and, you know, remixing and trying to learn Ableton Live so that I can go from being an acoustic guy to also being an electronic guy and just broaden out. So that's been my journey, and who knows where that's going to go? I don't know.
Brilliant. Well, if anybody who's out there, I mean, lots of people watching will, I'm sure you'll have heard lots of Brian's music, but if you haven't, please do, because the journey, Brian's not just a singer-songwriter. If listening through the albums, you're not scared to experiment, right? That's fair to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think it keeps you young for a start, and it keeps your interest up. I think I've made now 30 albums.
30?
There's 3 to be released this year. And and one's a heavy blues type album, and we've created the pseudonym called the Presleys, and that album is very much like the White Stripes or Black Keys. So the rock roots are still very much like being expressed in a very heavy, pure way. And all those songs were written in 10 days in North Carolina. And then there's the Anam Cara record, which is very much a Celtic record with Julian pipes and Irish language and stuff like that. And then the singer-songwriter album, which is what I'm more known for, which is kind of a lo-fi singer-songwriter record that we're just mixing at the minute with my son, who's bringing a lot of his musical influences to what I'm doing. So it's, it's all happening. Experimentation like crazy.
Brilliant. Brian, I wonder, if we go for one more song now, and then you'll maybe tell them about how you saved my life 10 years ago. And then we'll have a track to play out maybe. Is that okay?
And you never let me forget that. It's terrible. Like I want to get past it, but you just keep on going with it.
Tonight you need to be like release me from the life bond, right?
Okay,
So
I'll make a
I'll
wee
disappear,
technical
Brian, and we'll have another track.
grand. I'll just change my effects here to get this track. So that Matthew Shepard track is off an album called Sugar Queen. And this is the title track of that album. We'll try my looper. Well, if you think you see a spy every time you meet a stranger, you'll be looking in the eyes of the rabid dogs of danger.
Brian, are you still alive?
Everything fell over.
Oh, hey, welcome to live music. I love it.
Are we still connected?
We are. You're fuzzing a little bit.
I'm sure I am.
I'll tell you what, shall I tell the story of how you saved my life?
Yeah, you tell them that story while I get reorganized.
You are like okay, mate, aren't you?
Yeah, grand. It's just the computer fell, not me.
Oh,
We're all good. We've
Survived.
survived worse than this, Des.
So we have.
That's what happens when you put a laptop on.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone completely. Well, I tell you what. While hopefully he reappears at the bottom. Brian and I both went to Haiti in 2009. As part, we used to work with a charity called Compassion, which is all about child sponsorship. Fantastic charity. Yeah, and I took really ill. While we were over there, and I ended up in this like random Haitian hospital. It was just the most random experience, and I ended up. I was out of it, and Brian stayed. I realised afterwards he stayed by my bedside and just looked after me and made sure everything was all right. He was there hours and hours and hours and hours, and then I kind of woke up to just having him there, kind of cheering me on, and yeah, it was just the most weird experience ever. But he's just brilliant. He's brilliant, as well as being a fantastic singer-songwriter. He's just an awesome dude who is now completely not in this broadcast whatsoever. I give him a ring. While hi, welcome to live TV, right? We'll get him on. Brian, where are you? Oh, he's back. Hang on. Where are you?
I'm here.
Welcome back, mate.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Great, we can still hear you, man.
Can you hear me all right?
I can. I'm now released from my life bond. I've just told them what happened.
Did you tell them?
You're a good man.
What version of the story did you tell them? Did you tell them about Haiti and what do you think actually happened to you that time? What was
I
it?
have no idea. I just remember waking up and you kind of being at the end of the bed saying, "Mate, are you all right? Are you all right?"
And where was Ken Riley? Ken Riley was off making sure he had somewhere to sleep that night. But
you know what? I forgot to tell that bit. Yes, Ken was nowhere near. Thanks, Brian. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you remember this part. The reason we came down to cross over to that wee island in Haiti called Lagon or something, and we were all standing on the jetty on the coast of some part of Haiti, and there was this dodgy-looking shed that was marked lavatory, and people were popping in there to use the facilities, and it was full of insects. So I don't know if you went in there and got bit by something, but then we got on. Have you got me? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you getting my verb and everything?
It's wonderful. You are reverberating gloriously.
Awesome.
Brian, I'll disappear then. Now I thank you publicly for saving my life. I'll disappear and leave you to another song.
Okay, no problem. Here goes. Well, it's all happening today. We've got computers falling over and everything. It's live music as it happens, people. I was going to do the title track of Sugar Queen, but clearly the universe interrupted it. This is a song called The Valley. I raise a glass to the days gone by, and to the battles we fought along the way, and to the hopes that burned so bright and died, but kept me safe to where I am today. And to the friends who stood by me and kept me strong by being true, who showed no fear and felt no shame when I was so easily misunderstood. Tonight I ride into this valley. I know that I need fear no ill. For as I ride into this valley, I know your heart rides with me still. Now all the memories that I can still recall pour out like oil on the wounds I bear. They leave no bitter taste, no, none at all. For I'm gonna smile for the days we shared, and for the nights we bled and cried and fought like dogs to prove a point. I leave them where the tears have all dried and raise my voice in one more song. Tonight I ride into this valley, but I know that I need fear no ill. For as I ride into this valley, I know your heart rides with me still. So my darling, do not weep for me when darkness comes to call at this door. Know that my soul will rest in peace, and I'm gonna feel my pain no more. And to my babies I leave my kiss, though it breaks my heart, this last goodbye. Their dance with life I know I may miss, but they'll have a friend over on heaven's side. Tonight I ride into this valley, but I know that I need fear no ill. For as I ride into this valley, I know your heart rides with me still. Tonight I ride into this valley, but I know that I need fear no ill. For as I ride into this valley, I know your heart rides with me still. I know your heart rides with me still. I know your heart rides with me still. There we are, that's the valley. I presume there's Desi's back on a wee chat.
Your music always carries peace.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Obviously, you tell a wonderful story and you're very thought provoking. I don't know if you can see some of the comments that have been coming up.
No, I can't. I can't see any comments.
Just people just commenting, just saying, I could just listen. I could just sit and listen to you for hours and hours and hours. I totally agree. There's another one down there. Brian, honestly, you know, at a time where so many people are restless, just your music, please check out Brian's music. It's full of hope and it's full of peace. Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Please do check out. Give us a like at Broadwater Studios. Give Brian a like. Give Brian a bit of a follow there as well at Brian Houston Music. Would you be kind enough to give us one more, Brian, before we go?
Sure, I will indeed. My pleasure. And I really appreciate you reaching out to me and asking me to do this, actually, because I haven't done any live streaming for a couple of weeks because I've been busy working on the record. Nice. And it's great to get back into it.
Oh, Brian, honestly, it's an absolute honour. It's an honour, my friend. I'm loving it.
Well, thank you, my friend.
Here again, and see you in 4.
Okay. This is a Bob Dylan song. This is called Forever Young. What key did we do this in before? May God... That's a bit too high, isn't it? Try this. May God bless and keep you all. All right. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, put a foot on every rung, and may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see its light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong, and may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you find a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung, and may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever it with me one more time if you want. Forever young, forever young. May you stay, may you stay, may you stay forever young. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And when all the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
Fantastic.
Thanks,
Brian, I could just sit here for hours and listen. It's just been such a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Des. I'm so glad I saved your life that time. It's been well worth it.
Am I now free?
You are free.
Thank
You
you.
do not have to ever mention it again, but you do need to know every birthday. I will continue to bring it up.
Awesome. Brian, I know it's just the comments are just flying in. People are loving it. Loving it. We've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on the stream.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's
Um,
fantastic.
yeah, please do check it out afterwards. Check out these comments. Brian, God bless you. God bless
Thank
your
you.
wonderful wife, Pauline.
Cheers.
And all you
Cormagat.
guys watching at home, please do check out Brian's music. Please do.
Thank you, Des. God bless you and your family.
Awesome.
All the best. See ya.
Cheers, guys. See you soon.
Bye.